In this video, we will look at 6 daily habits that can help you perform at your best in the IELTS speaking exam. So let's get started. Okay, now there are many videos online that talk about the best tips or different tips. So to make things easier for you, I've picked out tips directly from the official IDP IELTS website. Also, what makes these tips so great is that they are officially taken from the IDP IELTS website, so you know they are the best. And if you want more information about them, I will leave the links in the description below, along with some other useful links. So the first tip is to speak English every single day. And according to the IELTS IDP website, this is the most important and effective habit you can practice. So here's how I would try and practice my speaking skills if I was taking the IELTS exam. I would try to speak English with a friend whose English is better than mine, or at least on the same level as mine. Now, if you don't have anybody to speak English with, you can find people online by joining Facebook groups, or you can even pay to practice with a teacher. So if you are interested in practicing your speaking skills with me, you can message me on my Instagram or just send me an email. Now, if you want to practice though face to face in real life, many schools and local libraries have language chat groups where people can meet and practice speaking English together. So definitely see if you have this in your area. And another way that we can practice our English speaking skills is just to try and speak English in every possible opportunity when we leave our house. This is very important, and the closer you get to exam day, the more you should try and practice speaking English with different people. So when you go to your local coffee shop, speak in English. When you're getting on the bus, speak in English. And every other opportunity, like speaking to your lecturer or just any other random opportunity that you might get, try and speak in English. By doing this, it will help us speak more confidently and it will help us speak more fluently. And do not worry about if you make any mistakes at this stage. The aim here is just to improve our coherence and fluency, which is something that you will get marked on in the speaking exam. Now, what happens if you don't have anyone in the world to speak English with? Well then, here is what you can do. Go online and search for IELTS speaking questions. Make a list of some questions about one topic, then practice answering these questions. The benefit of this technique is that you can do it on your own and you can do it from home. And once you've finished answering questions about one specific topic, you can move on to another topic and keep doing this until you feel more confident. And if you are a really serious student, you can make your English learning even more advanced by recording yourself speaking. And then once you've finished your recording, just go back and listen to yourself. And doing this will give you a good idea to see how you might sound to the examiner. Maybe you're speaking too slow, or maybe you're speaking too fast, or you're stuttering. Whatever the issue may be, it will help you identify it if you record yourself and analyze your speaking. So for example, if you find out that you're speaking too fast, you can try and slow down your speech. Or if you're speaking too slow, you can try to speak a bit faster. But we will only be able to do this if we record ourselves and then we analyze ourselves. Okay, now the next thing that you can do every single day is the opposite of speak, and that is listen. So the IDP website says that listening is very important to help us improve our speaking skill. And I 100% agree with that. In fact, in some cases, listening might be even more important than speaking. And that's because it is only when we listen to the English language that we actually realize how it sounds. So here is how you should listen to help you improve your English speaking skills. First, find something that you like listening to in English. This could be a podcast, a radio talk show, or even a TV series like Friends. Then listen to the show and focus on the following things: the vocabulary used. So listen to the different types of words and the different type of speech. Then listen to the rhythm in which people speak. And that's because in every language, people speak in a different rhythm. And this is what will help you slow down your speech or speeding it up a bit if you are speaking too slow or too fast. And it is only once we listen to a variety of shows that we can correctly identify the right rhythm in which to speak in. Also, try and focus on the intonation and the grammatical structures. I will make a separate video on this, so I don't want you to focus too much on this area just yet. Now, what should you do if you're watching something like your favorite TV show and you do not understand all the different parts? Well, firstly, this is very common and it happens to everyone, so don't worry. What I would do is I would just continue to carry on listening and just try to understand as many things as possible. However, if you still find it hard to understand even a few things, then I would move on to tip number 3, which is to read. Now, reading is a great tip because you can do it at your own pace. And the benefit of reading is that it exposes you to lots of vocabulary and shows you the correct grammatical structures. So, what sort of things should you be reading? Well, you want to read something that's not too difficult, something a little bit more light and conversational, such as newspaper articles or book reviews, or even articles on the British Council and IDP website. Or, if you want to, you could even try to attempt to read the reading section of the IELTS test papers. And doing that will help you with both your speaking skills and it will help familiarize yourself for the reading section of the IELTS exam too. Now, to take your English speaking practice one step higher, you could record yourself, which is our 4th thing that you should be doing every day. So, why should you record yourself? And how does recording ourselves improve our English? Well, on the day of your speaking exam, your speaking test, it will be recorded, and this can be very stressful and it can make you feel a little bit anxious. When you're reading, try to read out loud and record yourself. Again, it will help you with your speaking, it will help you with your fluency, and it may also help with your pronunciation and your intonation. And these things, they are very important because you will be marked for things like fluency and pronunciation. Also, by recording yourself speaking English, you'll feel more relaxed on test day when the speaking test is recorded, because by then you'll already be used to having your conversations or your speaking recorded. However, if you don't want to record yourself reading, that's fine. What you can do instead is to record yourself speaking English. And here's how I would do this. Firstly, pick a topic, set a timer for 60 seconds and use these 60 seconds to make notes on what to say. Then, when this 60 seconds is over, press the record button and speak for 1 minute to the camera. And once your 1 minute of recording is over, go back and listen to the recording and focus on things such as your intonation and fluency. Then, once you've done this, repeat the process and pick a different topic each time. Okay, and the 5th tip is to understand the format of the IELTS speaking test. So, one of the most effective ways to boost your performance in the IELTS speaking test is to thoroughly understand its format. Knowing exactly what to expect on test day can make a huge difference in your confidence and in your performance. So, let's break the format down. So, the IELTS speaking test will be broken down into 3 stages. Part 1 is the introduction and interview, and in this section, you'll be asked to introduce yourself and answer general questions about familiar topics like hobbies or family or your daily routine. And this part is designed to ease you into the test. So here you want to focus on giving clear and concise answers and elaborate a bit to show your language skills. And then part 2 of your speaking test, which is called the long term, This part usually lasts anywhere between 3 and 4 minutes. And here, you will receive a task card with a topic and a few prompts. You will have 1 minute to prepare and make notes. Then you will need to speak for up to 2 minutes on one topic, the topic that they give you basically. So practice organizing your thoughts quickly and speaking fluently on various subjects. Remember, the goal is to cover all the points on the card and to speak smoothly. And then the final part of the speaking test, part 3, this is called the discussion, and it lasts anywhere between 4 and 5 minutes. This part involves a deeper discussion on themes related to the topic from part 2. So here you'll be asked to explain your views and justify your opinions and discuss abstract ideas. This is your chance to showcase your ability to discuss complex ideas and use a range of vocabulary and grammar. And to help us with this part, practice discussing various topics in depth to prepare for this section. And by familiarizing yourself with these 3 sections and by practicing regularly, you'll feel more at ease and it'll help you perform better during the test. And also, understanding the format isn't just about knowing what comes next. It's about strategically preparing to tackle each part effectively. Now, if you benefited from these tips, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click on this video next, which talks more about the speaking exam in greater detail. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.